Hey, this is Melissa 104 Action Figure Collector on a Budget, and I'm still talking Andromeda. Mass Effect, that is. Because we still don't have any more information out. So I wrote and actually typed a little fact sheet so I don't forget anything that I wanted to talk about. Because us fans slash Mass Effect fanatics are not really getting a whole lot of information from Bioware. So I'm hoping in the next. I'm very shiny. Let's see. Let's get some of that shine off. Okay. Yeah, hair. Need a little touch up, but anyway. Sorry about that. Not really getting a whole lot of information, but there's a couple of conferences and stuff coming up that hopefully we'll be getting some more information. Because I remember when N7 Day came, we were all excited because that's usually the traditional time when Bioware lets us out November 7th for people who don't know. And of course the symbol on Commander Shepard's armor is N7, which is indicative of his or her rank in the military, which that is kind of like a special ops. It's like the best of the best. Anyway, but we were really hoping for more information, and we really didn't get any. We got a little bit, but we got a trailer. And I'll talk about that a little later. And let's see, we got a trailer on E3 that was back in 2015, and then on N7 Day we got another trailer, and I'll talk about that too. Anywho, last year at E3, like I said, we didn't even know what the name of the game was. The game, everybody in the gaming community, we were just calling it Mass Effect 4. And, of course, Bioware corrected us, and they said that, it's not going to be a trilogy, not really a prequel. Shepard's not going to be in it, so it's not Mass Effect 4. So we're like, okay, Mass Effect Andromeda, okay, which is in the Andromeda Galaxy. Okay, in N7 Day, we got Commander Shepard, aka Jennifer Hale is the voice of Commander Shepard that was given on N7 Day or November 7th, saying goodbye and sending us being the explorers, off to find a new world for the human race. Maybe. That's kind of sort of what the gist of, I think, the main thing of the game is, because at the end of Mass Effect 3, not only was Earth devastated by the Reapers and tore to pieces, but so were the Asaris. Thessia was tore all to pieces. Palaven, where Garrus is from, that was tore all to pieces. Tachanka was tore all to pieces anyway. I don't think the Reapers did that. I think it was just jacked up because they like to fight. But anyway, so not only the humans looking for a place to stay, but all the other races of aliens that we brought together to help us fight the Reapers, they're also looking for a place to stay, I believe, too. Colonies or whatever. Okay, so we got a few Easter eggs dropped in the form of concept art, which they were showing different terrains, maybe a few buildings, some factory-like places, a desert or tornado infested habitat, that type thing. We got, let's see, a little bit of footage of the new and hopefully improved Mako. And it looked bad. It looked badass, really. It has 6 wheels instead of 4. And they look like those big, they're not even all-terrain. They're like mud tires to the max of 1,000 or something. Because they've got those big, almost like tractor tires or whatever. And I love this sound. If you go back and listen to the trailer, you can hit it, whoop, and you, shoo, gone. Anyway, hopefully it'll drive better. I didn't see any guns though. On top of that thing. And, you know, might need them. Okay, let's see. And it was scooting across a desert planet. Okay, and on the planet side though, okay, there was like bugs. You could see bugs moving around. You could see creatures flying. You could see like wind. Then of course it was that tornado planet or whatever that was. And like when the character was climbing and jumping and whatnot, you could see dust kicking up from the character's feet. You know, so now it looks like with this new Frostbite engine that you're going to get more than a static environment, which is cool because it makes it look more realistic. Because, like, if you remember from, like, when you were exploring in the other, I think it was Mass Effect 2, all the places to me look about the same. It looked about the same, and then you just have something drop down there that you have to go find. There was no interaction with weather or anything like that, or even animals too much, except the little monkey things, whatever they were. Anyway, that's really cool. Let's see, what else we got here? Oh, yeah, the jetpacks. That's awesome. The jetpacks, that's going to be awesome. The jetpacks look really great. So you can use the jetpacks to maneuver, to get around, to get over, to get on top of different things. You saw that in the trailer where the dude used it to get up that high incline mountain-like thing. And also, jetpack was used in battle because he jumped up and then came down with that Omni tool. So you can use your jetpack and your Omni tool in battle, which is better than me elbowing the guy to death, is what I used to do when I get up close. I just kind of elbow him. Didn't even use the Omni tool much. I guess you could when you melee. Let's see. What else we got here? We also know that there's going to be, or you're going to play as a human, which that's Bioware, unlike Dragon Age, where you can play as a male, female. I think it's like an elf or mage or something. But anyway, in this one, you're going to be human, which to me, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because I'm going to customize my character like I did in the other one. And I'm okay to be, some people probably pissed off because they really wanted to play a different, you know, alien race or whatever. But I'm okay with that. As long as I get to interact with the aliens, I'm okay. Let's see. We also know there's going to be a Krogan because we saw him in the trailer. There's going to be a Krogan. We also know we're going to be accompanied by 2 squad mates just like we were in the previous 3. The previous 3 Mass Effects. Let's see. And the other thing is we know there's going to be conflict because in the trailer when we got to the top of the little mountainside, those obelisk things shot up in the air, and also things were shooting at us, and I'm assuming it was coming from those buildings that came up, but also in the far over away from us, there was somebody coming toward us with their little guns drawn. So, and then we of course jumped up and just stabbed somebody. So there's going to be conflict. And then of course there was the leak that really didn't show us anything different, where I found out that was back in 2014. I had originally said 2012. That was back in 2014, and that was just them developing, probably working with the Frostbite engine, trying to see how the graphics and stuff were going to be, and adding little things like, which we already knew we were going to have the jetpack and whatnot. But what I did notice on the leak that Bioware did confirm that was footage from them actually working on the development of this new the new Mass Effect Andromeda. They did, of course, that would, first they were taking it down, then they were like, oh, forget it, whatever. And so the thing that I did notice is the facial expressions and the animation of the human face much better, but that's not anything that to be unexpected, because if you go back, I was looking at a video on YouTube about the progression of the pixels and the progression of going from, you know, what we used to know as gaming as to what we know as a gaming today. And, you know, of course, we're getting into VR and everything like that. So it's not really unusual to think that, you know, with each year you're going to have improvements in the graphics, which is great. The other thing that I noticed, though, like the water beating off the dude's face that was going down, that the Krogan was had the little plume thing going, and he was going down. I noticed the water on his face. It was really good. That was really good. But there was really no leak. I already said that, though. There's no leak. Okay, let's see. We all know multiple employees from Bioware has left. Now, that's the thing that's got me a little nervous, and I think a lot of other people nervous, because you've had like a lead writer, you've had Chris Wynn, Casey Hudson, and there's a lady that left recently, so that's got me a little nervous, but we'll have to wait and see. Let's see. Now, recently, and that's been in the last week, this past week, Bioware, a lead animator, had tweeted that making romance scenes was harder than he thought. So that definitely tells you that romance is back in Mass Effect Andromeda. And speaking of the Mass Effect Andromeda and the romance, with the increased graphics, that really opens up a lot of windows. But we're not going to talk about that right now, because I'm going to make another video in a little bit. Let's see. I already told you, Mass Effect Andromeda, one of the reasons that I feel like it's taken a while is because the engine that 1, 2, and 3 was created on is a totally different engine than the engine they're using this time. They're you know, they keep saying Frostbite, but actually it's Frostbite 3. Doop. It's Frostbite 3. So even though I think it's going to be better, it probably is taking the developers and everybody that's working over at Bioware a little bit longer to get everything just right, because it is a different engine, and it was groundbreaking when they started using the Unreal Engine, and how awesome that was with the graphics and stuff like that. But now they're using another one that's even better, because I'm wanting to know what game is out that their graphics are Unreal. It's multiplayer, The Division. I want to know what kind of engine they're using on theirs, because that looks sweet. But anyway, let's see. Recent, well, not so recently, but a while back, one of the producers of Mass Effect Andromeda said that he had the opportunity to play, and that Mass Effect Andromeda was now in playable form, and he had got to shoot things. That's really good. That's really good. My thoughts on that, though, I don't know how y'all feel about it, but you know, it's almost like BioWare's dropping us stuff to try to keep us calm. You know, like, you know, I'm just really hoping and praying that they've got the game as far along as they say they do, and then they don't come out like and say, actually it's coming out at the end of 2017, because originally it was supposed to come out holiday 2016, and then they said, well, you know, the year for us is actually end of 2016, beginning of 2017. So now we're looking for it to come out maybe February-ish, you know, hopefully. And they're gonna miss the Christmas holiday, though. Let's see. Okay, here's the other thing. One of the last things I'm going to talk about with Mass Effect Andromeda. Okay, the trailer on at E3 showed a character standing in front of a galaxy map, wearing the same colors as the N7. Also had the N7 on the chest on his armor. Okay, but Bioware stated that this is not your main character that you're going to see in this trailer. Okay, question. Why would Bioware... This seems kind of strange to me, but anyway. Why would Bioware release a cinematic trailer to reintroduce one of your best top gaming franchises, Mass Effect, and then tell you that the character that you see using the jetpack that's leading these other two characters is not your main character? Really? One more time, I'm gonna say it. Really? Why, Bioware? Why would you do that, though? Why would you do that, though? That makes no sense to me. I mean, I'm not a PR person, but you know, the people, the fans, have been waiting for some information, and you know, you release stuff on N7 day, and then you put this character up there with the big old N7 on the chest. Big old N7 on the chest, and then you go, but that ain't your main character, though. That ain't your main character, though. So that makes me think. That makes me think that either that is my main character and they're just trying not to drop too much on us until they're ready to drop it, or B, that was A, B, y'all ain't developed this game as far along as y'all say y'all have. That would be my second thought. Because if that really is not the main character of Mass Effect, that makes absolutely zero sense to put that character up there on N7 day. Ooh, hit my mic. That makes no sense. Excuse me. To put that character up there on N7 day, out there in the front. I am really coughing. It's because of this. How much talking I've been doing. But anyway, that makes no sense to me. Last question, because evidently I'm going to cough myself to death. Why are you so hush-hush, Bioware? Why are you so hush-hush? You know we gonna love the game anyway. I do want you to take your time, though, because I don't want you to rush it out there and give me a, can I say this on YouTube? Shitty ending. Because Mass Effect deserves better. It is an awesome game. Awesome, would make an awesome movie franchise, blah blah blah. Anyway, why so hush hush, Bioware? That's all I'm gonna say. This is Melissa 104, action figure collector on a budget app.